Hello everyone, welcome back to Grow Leafy. This is definitely going to be an exciting video today because it is 2024 and I am opening up all of my seed packet envelopes that I've gotten in the mail since November. I have not opened up any of my seeds. I waited because I wanted to make sure that you all were also a part of this experience with me. And so today in this video, that's what I'm going to be doing. You're going to see what I will be planting. And so I'm going to open up all of these envelopes that I have been just sitting. And let me tell you, that is not the easiest thing to do because I've been really excited. But that's how much you all are important to me because I really want you to be a part of this journey with me. But I want you to see what seeds I have and I want you to be a part of it. So let's open these seed packets now. All right, so first up is this envelope here. It's really pretty. Pictures of flowers on it. So that looks very nice, very inviting. And this is, these are seeds from Baker's Creek. So I ordered some seeds just from a few different places. I don't even remember what I ordered from them. Oh, okay, so let's see. Now let's see if I say this right. Moringa leaf powder. Okay, so I ordered some leaf powder. I don't even remember what moringa is used for, but I ordered some leaf powder. Let's see. Well, it says this superfood contains 46 antioxidants. Oh, I ordered it because it's healthy for you. And somebody on one of my channels recommended for me to purchase this. That's why I bought it. And so great, 46 antioxidants, 18 amino acids, a rich concentration of minerals, and is a complete protein. This plant is highly prized for its leaves, and this organic leaf powder is a great addition to smoothies, oatmeals, quick breads, muffins, gravies, and spice blends for sweet or savory dishes. The powder can also be steeped into a tea. Yes, thank you to whomever it was that told me to get this moringa. And I hope I'm saying it correctly. I'm really excited about this and I love making tea. You know I love my teas, my lemongrasses, my herbal teas, and all that. So that's gonna be in great use. All right, so what else? I've got purple bok choy. So I don't know if you've been looking at a lot of seed packets and pictures, but I've been seeing a lot of purple. Now, this is my 4th year. This is coming into my 4th year of gardening. I don't know if it's this year. Maybe I'm just behind on the purple and the colors, but it seems like purple is the color this year. For me, maybe it has always been, but now I'm up with the purple game. So there's that. There's also radish in here, radish. And, if I'm saying this correctly, mullein, beautiful, mullein. These are such pretty colors. Pepper. I have never grown any kind of the hot peppers. It was just always just regular bell peppers. But I've got some peppers. I'm loving the color. And listen, I actually did buy moringa dwarf. So really, I believe it is the leaves that I'm really trying to harvest. So even though I'm in a very cold climate, I still want to be able to harvest this moringa. The leaves at least. So I just got to read up on some more on this, but thank you to the person that recommended that to me. I really greatly appreciate the suggestions when I get it. All right, next, what's inside of this envelope? This is coming from a place called Pinetree Garden Seeds. All right, Pinetree Garden Seeds. And in my zone, it is very cold right now. We actually don't have snow, which I'm really excited about, but it gets cool really quickly here. And then, but we have a pretty good growing zone in the summer months. So usually I am not planting outdoors until about late April and first week of May. That's usually what's recommended out here. There's some things that you can do earlier, but it really needs to be some cold hardy type crop. So in here is, a Tahitian, if I'm saying that, Tahitian butternut. So it's a winter squash. So it's a different type of winter squash that I'm going to try and grow. I love winter squash. However, I deal with all these squash bugs and the squash vine borers. They drive me absolutely crazy, but I really want to figure out how to conquer them this year or at least deter them because, they're around. It's just really deterring them. So I'm excited. So I'm excited about that. All right, next packet is, this is from M.I. Gardner. Of course, I order every year from M.I. Gardner. And out of all of the seeds that I order from, I find that they have the best prices. So I'm able to order a lot of seeds from M.I. Gardner, and it's actually cheaper than what I would get if I were to go into the stores. I'm holding these scissors the wrong way. Yeah, it's much cheaper. So, and then if you order a certain amount, I think they've now changed their prices. I think it's about $20 worth. I can't remember exactly. But if you order a certain amount, then you get free shipping. So it really works out to be such a cool deal. So I got a lot of seeds from M.I. Gardner's company. Oh, they actually sent me a complimentary salad bowl mix. Thank you, M.I. Gardner. This is wonderful. All right, basil. Oh, let me clarify. Licorice basil. Yes, I need that. I needed that now because I know that's medicinal. Spicy globe basil, black garbanzo bush bean, cucumber. Now this is just regular homemade pickles type cucumbers. Pacific Beauty Mix Calendula. Where is it? Calendula. How do you say that? Calendula. I'm going to learn these words. Calendula. These times a charm. All right. Casper eggplant. Like Casper the friendly ghost. Let's see what else. Rosita eggplant. Cone flower, but a purple cone flower. I'm excited about that. Broadleaf sage. Broadleaf sage. Now I grow broadleaf thyme, so this is going to be really cool to grow. Broadleaf sage. Cumin. Got cumin. Oh, I'm so excited about growing this year. This is exciting. Okay, 2 types of parsleys. Oops, I accidentally ordered 2 packets of parsleys. That's okay. Hamburg rooted parsley. And then this other packet is the exact same thing. Oops. Garlic chives. Sorrel, but red vein sorrel, which has I've tried that before because someone gave me a sample, and it has a lemony zest to it, which I'm excited about because I'm all about antioxidants and using these natural herbs to boost your immune system, reduce inflammation, and adding just some healthy immune booster type properties into your body. So I'm all about that. All right, this one's mulatto isleno pepper. And look at that color. It's like a deep reddish purple brownish type color. Really cool. And then cayenne peppers. I'm telling you, it's all about the medicinal type things that I'm adding in. Cayenne pepper. I have powdered cayenne pepper, and I use that when I'm not feeling well. And I was not feeling well just recently, and I'm still getting over it. But ever since I've been able to get a lot of my own natural herbs, it's really starting to help me. And yeah, so I'm excited about that. Lilac bell pepper. There goes the purple. Is purple a thing this year? Is it just me, or has it always been a thing? But look at that, purple. And good old Aunt Molly's ground cherry tomatoes. Now, let me tell you about this. I tried this delicious fruit at it wasn't a farmer's market, but we have this new store. It is like a farmer's market store, and it is just so good. That was the first time I tried it, and I said, what is this, and does it grow in my zone? Obviously it did, because the farm that grows all of these crops and where they sell it at the store here locally, they grew those. And so I'm growing that, and I'm so excited, and I can't wait to grow it. It tastes delicious. It says tomato, but it tastes like almost like a mixture between not cherry tomato, but just cherries, like how would I describe it? Raspberry, cherry, fruity. It's just very fruity, but closer to the tomato side. You wouldn't even think you're eating the tomato. You'd honestly just think that you're eating just a fruit. Okay, so this is from Peaceful Heritage Nursery. Now, Peaceful Heritage Nursery is where I bought my pawpaw trees. Okay, and so I don't even remember what seeds I purchased from them. So we'll find out. Let's see. What did I get? I know it was something good. I know that's just my receipt. What did I get? I got 2 packs of South Anna butternut. So I can't tell you exactly what that looks like. Maybe I can show a picture right here. But I was impressed with how it looked, the picture. And so I said, well, who sells this? And I found that this company, which is locally in Kentucky, in my same state, sells this. So South Anna Butternut. And this was naturally grown. And so the nursery is located here in my state. So it's really cool to be able to order seeds from them. So, that's it. That's what I purchased. That's a lot of seeds. But in addition to that, there are plenty of other seeds that I have in my own containers that I have saved here in this grow room. And it's staying in dark. It's dark in here, cool place. There are grow lights here, but the area where it is on the other side of this room, it is dark and it is cooler. So this is where I do a lot of my indoor growing. I grow kale indoors, lettuce, a lot of my microgreens. I sometimes grow some herbs. I think I may not grow herbs this time because I grew so well outdoors. But I grew basil inside, bok choy. So there's some things that I may actually sample inside of here. And I love growing inside and I need to get that started. But a lot of these are going to be started indoors. A lot of them. Most of my stuff I do start indoors. Some of them will be started outdoors and direct sowed. But then I have a ton of other seeds of other things I did not even mention that I will be growing outside as well. And then I will be starting indoors. So I've got boxes of that. And so I'm really excited. If you do want to know some of the things that I will be growing, go ahead and look at the description. I'll just go ahead and list all of the things that I'm anticipating on growing this year. I say anticipation because sometimes it doesn't always work out that way. So I'm putting anticipation. I'll put a list of things because people ask me that every single year. But 2024 planning, here we go. I have not laid out my actual garden design. I started sketching it out just on a piece of paper here, garden closure 1 and 2, but there's still many other areas that I have ability to grow and pots. And so I haven't done that, but I did write out the list, and that's what I'm going to put in the description for you. So I've got in categories, I've got a lot of cool crops that I'm growing. For example, like turnips, like I didn't mention that. Some other things, let me just mention some of those other things. Turnips, Swiss chard, see, I didn't even mention that. Sugar snap peas, kohlrabi, potatoes. Those are some of the other things I will be growing that I didn't even mention. In addition to giant blue feathered leaf lettuce. I saved my seeds because I ran out and I saved them. So I'm so excited to get those going. Some of my warm crops that I did not even mention. Let's see, peanuts. I'm contemplating. I have the packet. I'm going to do that, contemplating. Sweet potatoes as well. Let's see what else. Spaghetti squash, just kabocha squash. I'm going to try that again. Now, some herbs as well that were not mentioned that I will be growing. Cilantro, like right now I have cilantro in my garden, so that's a definite. I'm going back to the lemongrass. I've got lemongrass that I've saved and preserved. Let's see. Hang on a second. There's some lemongrass right here. This was from my garden, so I saved some of it, but I also have seed packets, and so I want to go ahead and start some of those seeds. They take a long time to grow, and so I'm going to start that. I'm going to do 3 different ways. I'm going to grow lemongrass with this, try this out. I'm going to try to see if I could germinate some seeds. It was a little bit difficult last year and it took so long, but I'm going to start that in January, which is right now. And then also I'm going to purchase some lemongrass from a local garden center that I know sells them. So those are the things I'm going to do with the lemongrass. And I'm also going to purchase some mint because it's so easy to get mint. And I have friends that have mint. It's so easy to propagate that as well. Now, some flowers. I am also going to definitely do nasturtium flowers, and then someone actually sent me some seeds for nasturtium variety that they had. So I'm going to go ahead and plant them. Thank you so much for those seeds. And bachelor buttons. Now, as for some fruits, I do want to give it a shot this year and try a few more fruits. I love fruits and I need to continue adding that, and purchasing it is expensive. So I want to grow some of my own strawberries. I want to try melons. I haven't been very successful with melons. And so that's something I still got to play around with because I am determined to figure it out. And then, I've got pawpaw trees, which are very nice. It's nice fruit that reminds me of a mixture between a mango and a banana, but it grows native in my region area. So in Kentucky, some of these southern states, these southern, eastern states, maybe even northern. So it grows in this zone 6, which is remarkable, which is awesome. And it needs the cool weather so that it needs the cool weather. It just does. And so it goes dormant. Right now, the trees are dormant. I have 4 of them. So I'm working on that. And then some other fruit trees. If I see a fruit tree, I'm going to go out and I'm going to buy it. Or I'm going to go ahead online and buy from a couple of companies that I think are pretty cool. Will I buy another packet? Probably. Why? Because gardeners always buy more seeds, or they go to seed swaps. If you don't have, enough money to buy seeds, check out a seed swap. Go online. There are Facebook groups, different groups that are communicating right now about what seeds do you have. Go on Facebook Marketplace, start speaking with other gardeners in your community, maybe check out a farm, ask other garden centers, get connected with somebody who loves to grow in your community, and start finding out what other communities are doing to share seeds in seed swaps. That's hard to say, in seed swaps. So if you're not able to afford it, then do that. But another tip and last tip that I want to give you is to start simple. I know I say all that and you see all this and you're like, Alethea, this is not simple. I know it is not simple. I know what I have now is not simple. And sometimes it is still very complex to me. But I started simple. I started very simple. I had one garden bed. It was large. It was actually too large. And I had just a few plants. And the plants, I've told this story before, the plants that I grew did not grow. Okay, I must say that. They did not grow. I did it all wrong. And I messed up really bad, but I learned from my failures. That first year, I grew nothing except for the plant that my neighbor grew across our backyard. He was growing plants, gave me a tomato plant, and said, here, gave me a few tomato plants. And I just want to thank you if you're watching this video. Thank you so much for doing that, because that really boosted my confidence. It helped me feel good, like, wow, it is possible. So it can get discouraging if you don't have a successful year, but keep trying because it will get better. And over the years, I built up on that, and that's why you see all of this now. So I think that is it. Follow my channel. I'm going to have many, many great videos to share with you, but remember to grow leafy, and I'll see you all next time in the next video. Bye.